Hello and welcome. So in this section we will be creating a Space Invaders game. So I went ahead and made a new 3D project in Unity. I called it Voxel Invaders. So even though these games are usually just played on the X and the Y axis, we will be using the 3D settings of Unity because we have some models made for you guys, and things will just look better with 3D models. So let's go ahead and right click, import new asset. I will import the player ship game object, actually the object, the model, and also after that I need to import the PNG which has his color palette on it. So now if I import him, you can see he looks pretty big. I'm just going to scale him down. Okay, that's pretty nice. And then I will move him down. You can see he doesn't have any color, he's just white. So let's just drag the PNG and drop it onto him. Let me just zoom in. Okay, drop this PNG, come on man, onto him, and there we go. Now he has color. So we'll make it so that he can move to the left, the right, and then up, up and down. So on the Y and on the X. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go to the main camera and change the skybox, because later we'll maybe add a background, but for now I just want a solid color. So the skybox just doesn't look good with this type of game. And now let's go ahead and create a new folder called scripts, and in this folder I will create a new C# script called player character. Let's open it up. So for movement, as usual, we need some kind of speed value. So let's say public float movement speed, and then okay, let's movement speed, and let's create a new method called void movement. And in here we're going to have the checks for the button presses. So let's say if input.getKey is key code is A. So if we're moving to the left, I want to say transform.translate vector3 dot right times, since we're moving to the left, this is the vector3.right, and we want to multiply by minus movement speed since this is to the left. Okay, that's for moving to the left. Now let's say if the input.getKey is D, I want to transform translate. So this is to the right, so let's say dot right times movement speed, and I forgot we need to multiply this by time.delta time, so we have smoother movement. Let's add this up as well, just copy and paste it. And again, let's check for input.getKey key code W, so this is up, transform.translate vector3.up times movement speed times time.delta time. Oh, I didn't put a period here. And finally input.getKey key code.s, so this is for moving down. So let's say transform.translate and vector3.up again, but this time we want to multiply by minus movement speed since we're going in the opposite direction of up, and time.delta time. So let's save this, and now we can drop down our movement script, and in void update let's call movement each frame. So each frame we check if we're pressing any of these buttons, and if we are, we want to move our ship in some kind of direction. So let's now select our player ship, and let's add our script. Set the movement speed to maybe 50. We'll have to test it out, so let's play. Oh, and I think this is way too fast. yes, way too fast. And let's set it to maybe 4. This is way too slow, so maybe 10. This is also pretty slow. Maybe 20. Okay, this is fine. You of course can set the speed to whatever you want. So let's stop the run mode and let's add a box collider since we're going to be needing that. And you can see that this isn't really a good box collider for this model. So let's go ahead and just increase the size here. Let's say 5. Actually, that's maybe 15, and 15 on the Y and 15 on the Z. And let's just edit the collider and bring that up a bit, like that. Okay, and of course on the bottom. There we go. That's pretty good. We'll need this collider when we collide with enemies or enemy bullets. Let's call this object player character. And now we can freely move around the scene. And we're going to add shooting in the next episode and enemies further down the line. And we'll also have upgrades, all the usual things that these games have. We'll also create boundaries so the player can't exit to the left or to the right or up. So we're just gonna make him stop moving. So thank you for watching. That's been it for this lecture, and I'll see you in the next one.